Network.
Welcome back for today's Farm and Ranch News. Well, earlier this week we reported on important changes to management of grizzly bears in Montana. Secretary of the Interior David Bernhardt has committed to enter into a contract with USDA Wildlife Services to better manage problem bears and provide wildlife services with funding to hire additional bear conflict specialists in Montana. Valier rancher Trina Jo Bradley sits on the Montana Grizzly Bear Advisory Council and USDA APHIS Wildlife Advisory Committees, and she shared with us how this additional funding will help with grizzly bear management.
When Secretary Bernhardt announced that he was going to be providing more funding to Wildlife Services to hire additional bear conflict specialists, I was overjoyed because that is exactly what we need, and that's exactly what we have asked for. I'm hoping that that means that we can make our guy in Glacier County a permanent employee, and then also get a couple more guys up in this area so they don't have such a huge area to cover.
The Department of Interior funds will help USDA's Wildlife Service better manage problem bears while also helping ranchers keep bears away from their livestock utilizing tools like electric fences.
As far as Wildlife Services, they do a lot of electric fencing and keep those bears out of the livestock, out of the sheep or the calves or whatever you're trying to fence the bears out of. And that makes a huge difference. And then the other part of Wildlife Services is if we do have a depredation, they show up right away and they're very good at what they do. And they do their research and they figure out what killed that animal, and then they set traps, and they're very good at that too. We have a really great relationship with everyone on the front. They're awesome to work with. So having them up here is really helpful, and having more of them will be more helpful.
Now, Bradley is inviting folks to attend the next Montana Grizzly Bear Advisory Council meeting in Choteau next Thursday and Friday, March 19th and 20th at the Stage Stop Inn. We'll be right back. Returning back today, prior to coronavirus spread, the outlook for fed cattle prices was very bullish. Well, that's not the case anymore. The Livestock Marketing Information Center had predicted annual fed cattle prices to average more than 3% higher, and that picture has drastically changed. The erosion on fed cattle prices in the first quarter now implies that the quarter will dip well below a year ago and struggle to reach an average of $1.20. This will be the lowest first quarter fed cattle price since 2011. Now, staying in the cattle markets here today, large protein production and the constant coronavirus news continues to add a pessimistic tone to the calf market as well. But CattleFax is reporting the calf market highs are likely near, and the market is expected to continue to trade in the range of anywhere from $165 to $175 for 550-pound steer calves in the next term. CattleFax reports better news also for the slaughter cow market that continues to trade in the seasonal pattern, with prices at $61.28 per hundredweight in February versus $57.61 a hundredweight in January. Well, friends, that's all the time we have for today. See you tomorrow.